Okay, let's navigate home. That's it. Car's gonna do everything else. It's waiting for the car here. It's gonna go over the speed bump. It's gonna slow down for that. So it goes over the speed bump nice and slow. Nice. We'll slow down for our friends at Planet Fitness. Don't want to ruin their day. And another speed bump. You can see the pedestrian on the screen. So even when they're behind you, you still know where they are kind of by looking at that. It's going to use the blinker for us. Usually we go out that way. It's going to take a different way out. Maybe it's I don't know, it could be an easier left turn up here. I'm not really sure. Oh, I see what it's going to do. It's going to exit here and then join us where we usually make a left turn. It's going to stop. Does the wipers for us automatically. Okay, some people, making a left turn, they call this an unprotected left turn, I guess, because there is no light here. It's not a big deal, but this particular intersection is a bit stressful sometimes, and people don't like left turns sometimes. Not everybody, but some people don't. Give them a little stress. Well, the car does it for you. The car can see both ways. When I'm sitting there, I can look that way or I can look this way. I can't look in both directions at the same time, but the car can. My feet are not on the pedals at all. The car just keeps a nice distance from the person in front. So we have 11,272. I got the car at about 700 miles on it because it was a demo. So, almost 11,000 miles we put on this car.
Oh yes, what version?
And we're running version 13.8.2 or 0.2.8, something like that. 13.2.8 I think it is, of full self-driving. When I got the car, came with full self-driving version 12 something. That version, it worked, but you really had to watch it a lot because sometimes it would do kind of freaky stuff. Like we would be on the highway and there would be like a police-only off-ramp before our off-ramp, and the car decides to go down the police off-ramp. I have to grab the wheel, take it back, but since we've been on 13, it hasn't really made major goof-ups like that. I mean, I don't know whether that would have been dangerous, what it did before, I mean, it would have taken us off onto somewhere where the police are only supposed to go. So I don't think we would have hit anybody, but it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. But since we were on 13.2.8, it's just really good. We recently drove all the way down to Nashville and back, which is about a 2,500 mile round trip. It's about 32 hours of driving, and I'd say about 99% of the time the car drove, and we just sat and watched. We did have some really heavy rain down there in Nashville, and we were on the highway, and I mean the rain was coming down, and the tires were kicking up the mist into the air, so the visibility was really poor, and the wipers were going at max speed, and we still, even as a human, it was not fun driving. If I had to take it over. The car says, please take control. I don't know what to do here, and that was a good choice for the car to do that, because it was hairy. But other than that, the car has driven the entire way, no mishaps. I can't think of any incident, really, where I felt like anybody was in danger. I use this system every day, even going to work. It's just, there's a little bit of, you still have to maintain a heightened sense of awareness of, where you are, what's going on. I don't want to, sometimes other people are not paying attention, and they might drift into our lane, and we have to kind of be prepared. We have to see, what is the car going to do, and the car will slow down, it'll move over if such a thing happens. One thing on this version of full self-driving recently, they've made there's 3 modes. There's chill, standard, and hurry, and really all 3 modes do at least the speed limit and then a little bit more. In hurry mode, they've set the max. If you're in hurry mode and you're on the highway, it'll go up to 84 miles an hour, which is a lot for some people. I don't usually go that fast myself, and so that's the only thing. I find that I'm kind of like adjusting for traffic and for my preferences. There's 2 ways of doing it. There's this wheel here. You can roll the speed down if you're going too fast, and it will obey that. So if you set it at 80, it's not going to go more than 80. And the other way is just by going between the hurry, the chill, and the standard mode. And you can also influence, like if you want to overtake somebody, you just push the left blinkers, and mostly it'll obey you. Actually, one time I was driving, and the car was driving, I was sitting here, and I thought it was a good time to overtake. Now I will say, it still has problems with puddles. Like that puddle we just hit, it looks at the puddle and it's just not sure what the heck to do. And I probably would have waited right there too, but it was okay, but I wouldn't let that guy go. But the puddle thing, I guess they say this is sort of a scenario where, because we don't have LiDAR, we're relying on vision. The reflection somehow freaks out full self-driving a bit. So, but I've only really seen that problem on the end of my street here. I haven't really seen that problem anywhere else. But that's been a long-standing issue. My brother also has one of these cars, and before, probably like a year or 2 ago, we had that same issue where I think the car thought, we're gonna go in, there's no bottom to that puddle, we're just gonna go to the center of the earth or something. So anyways, that's it. I had to park it. The car, full self-driving is really not that great for parking yet. So it brings you to the destination on the street, and then you have to take over and back it up. If you're like me, I need to back it up to get so I can charge it. But that's the demo. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.